self-improvement. I think it's one of the things that kind of get me energized and excited the most is this thought of, man, I can really buckle down and focus and learn from some really wise people through some books and resources, and I can see some positive change in my life. There's only one problem with these self-improvement gurus or self-help books, and that's that so often what I take from those books just doesn't last very long. Like, it's enough to motivate me for a little while and to make me feel really energized and excited about a new thing or a new philosophy or a new project or hobby or life goal. For example, over the past year I've had seasons of time when I'm really excited about parenting, and I focus a lot on how to parent my children well, or how to be a good husband, or how to make a great YouTube video, or how to be a person who listens really well to other people, or how to get your mindset right. In order to accomplish a lot, you have to have a really positive mindset and self-image, and all of these things have been very helpful to me, and I feel like there's like bits and pieces and like shadows of good things that have come out of pressing into some self-improvement. But when I look back on my life and I think about the ways that I have seen the most growth in my life and the most long-term improvement, those things have come from a change of heart. So this then begs the question, what is heart change? And in order to answer that question, you kind of have to know your heart. And that's a bit of a problem, because the Bible tells us that the heart is desperately wicked and deceitful. So the person that it's easiest to lie to in this life is yourself. It's very easy to believe your own lies. If you really want to change your heart, you really have to be honest with yourself. You have to be willing to dig deep down inside, find the things that you are lying to yourself about, and then uncover them, confess them to the Lord, and have Him change you. And that's really what this whole thing is about. You know, helping your heart for the sake of life change is great. It makes your life a little bit better. It makes the lives of the people around you a little bit better. But really, all that I want when I'm seeing heart change in myself, all that I want is to be more like Jesus. Jesus could not only know what was going on in his heart, he could look at the people around him and identify what was going on their hearts, and then he was able to give the people exactly what they needed through conversation, through stories, through genuine love, and gently correct what was broken or out of place in their hearts. He was able to take their detached hearts and then give them a solid truth in order to hold on to. Man, who wouldn't want to be able to do that? I certainly do. So I know that in my life, the way that I discover my heart is by asking the question, why? It's by finding the motivations behind my heart, why my heart is motivated towards sinful things and why it is not motivated towards holy things, and then taking those things, confessing, repenting of them, offering them to Christ, laying them at the feet of Jesus at the cross, and allowing Him to transform me into His likeness. Because that's really the goal, is to be transformed into the likeness of Christ. Romans 12:1-2 is one of my favorite passages of Scripture. It talks about our bodies being living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. I heard somebody say once that the problem with the living sacrifice is that it keeps crawling off the altar. And so today, my encouragement to you is just to hop back up on the altar. See what God will do if you offer yourself to Him as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to Him. Because that is how you see lasting, long-term life change.